Hi guys, welcome to another video where we talk all things luxury, lifestyle with a bit of fitness thrown in. So welcome. So today we're talking luxury designer footwear. Heels, boots, flats, sneakers, which to avoid, which have been a total fail, which have been an absolutely huge success. Let's get going. These are the Alexander McQueen. Now I can't remember what these are called. I'll put it on the screen. And I love the look of these, I really do. But I just find them so uncomfortable. They're just really, they're not heavy, but they feel really bulky on your foot. This bit really, really rubs. Oh, I've got really bad blisters from this, and I know some shoes you've got to wear them in. But I have persevered with these, I really have. And what can I say? They're just uncomfortable. They're not what a sneaker should be for me. They're obviously a fashion sneaker. They're not a gym trainer. I was really disappointed in them. A definite got hung up with the hype. Impulse bought them. Don't do it. Don't do it. These are Valentino rock stud sneakers, but I'm sure they've got a better name than that. And of course I went for black. So I bought these on impulse in Selfridges, and I absolutely love the look of these. I just think they're edgy, they're different. Again, these come in all sorts of different colours and designs. However, would I recommend them? If I had my time again, would I buy them again? Probably not. And I think there's two reasons for that. One, because I've got some alternative ones now that are hands down a million times better than these in my opinion. And the other reason is, although I like the look of these, they're not comfortable. They're a lot more comfortable than the Alexander McQueen ones for me, but these aren't walking around all day. And sneakers should be able, you should be able to do that, shouldn't you? But with these, no. If you go shopping after an hour or so, you wish these were off your feet. So yeah, so for me, they're not a full miss, but they're not a huge hit. So again, they're sort of somewhere in between. I'm glad I got them. I wouldn't buy them again. I wouldn't buy another version of them, but I do like them. So they're somewhere in the middle. And the sneakers that I've just mentioned before, which are hands down the best sneakers I have ever had and are likely to have, are these. And these are just absolutely unbelievable. These are the Chanel. Again, I don't know what any of these are called. I can find them, I'll put it on the screen, but the Chanel sneakers. As soon as I put my foot in these, that was it. They are super comfortable. They are literally like wearing slippers. And I have worn these, I cannot tell you, to so many places. These are my go-to footwear for any trip that we go on. So any time where we're going to be wandering around somewhere, maybe you're going out for the day, maybe you're going sightseeing, or you're going shopping, or something where you know you're going to be walking a lot. These. For travelling, for going on the plane, for everything, I just wear these because they're smart enough that they go with, you know, you can wear jeans and a blazer and these and they still look really nice. You can wear these with sports gear, to be fair. You can wear them with anything and they still look really nice. I cannot rave about these enough. And I think, yeah, when we went to Paris with all the ladies, who you all know, I'm sure, I think 3 or 4 of us all have this same pair of shoes, and obviously we probably didn't even know each other when we all bought these, and yeah, we all love them. So these are my absolutely number one. If you ever get a chance to get some of these, they are really expensive, but they're worth every single penny. I would have these any day compared to any of the other ones I've even shown you. So they're perfect. So let's start with the positive. My hands down number one favourite heel that I've ever had are these. So these are the Manolo Hang Easy. So mine are in the black satin with the slightly more muted crystals at the front, and I always go for the 90 heel. For me, anything over 90, unless it's got a platform at the front, yeah, it's going to be too high. These still give you that absolutely beautiful, elegant look. Elongate your leg, they still look very high, but they are comfortable. These, I can't honestly, I've talked about these in another video, I cannot rave highly about these enough. They are beautiful shoes. They are so simple, yet elegant, yet classic, yet a little bit of sparkle, but nothing too much. Showstoppers, but then they're still quite understated in my view, apart from the big blingy bits on the front. But you can wear them with anything. I've worn these with jeans and blazers. I've worn these with a cocktail dress, a black tie outfit. Oh, they're just wonderful. Yeah, I'm definitely want more of these, and I will probably stick to the 90 heel, or might even try the 70 heel, but definitely not the 105s for me. I want these in so many other colours. They do obviously the beautiful blue, which is the Sex and the City, the Carrie shoe, which would be just beautiful, wouldn't it? So yeah, I'm definitely going to be adding more of these to my collection. They're a definite 100% hit. Okay, so sticking with heels, let's go for one that's a complete and utter miss. And that's these absolute beauties. So these are I think these were classed as the simple pump. I think this is the 105, or it might even be a 110 heel. I don't think it's the 120, although I may be wrong. Yeah, so these obviously are Christian Louboutin. They're absolutely beautiful. They're in the nude patent, and of course they've got the stunning red sole. And what can I say? They're an absolutely stunning, beautiful shoe. But they're crippling. They're just so uncomfortable. I have tried so hard with these, so I'm saying that. I haven't hardly worn them, because even just to put your feet in them for a couple of minutes, they're just so uncomfortable. I sent them off immediately to have the sole fitted, and this is from, I'll put it on the screen above, the company that Louboutin actually recommend, the cobbler in London, that you send these off. And they are affiliated with Christian Louboutin, I understand, and you can put this. They will do the red sole, but mine were brand new. I wasn't trying to get them repaired. I just wanted the non-slip sort of protection on the front, because they are super slippy. So I did that before I wore them, and it is seamless, and you can't see it from when you're walking. And I hope that would make a difference. But yeah, it's not really the fact that they're slippy. They're just, the angle of them, they're just uncomfortable. So much as I absolutely love the look of these, and I want to love them, I really do. There's nothing more beautiful, is there, than a elegant nude shoe. But no, 100% waste of money. Do not fall into the same trap as me. I've tried a few times with Christian Louboutin, and unfortunately for me, yeah, there hasn't been, I haven't had a great relationship with Christian Louboutin, put it that way. So these, my definite miss. Okay, let's talk Christian Louboutin again. So these were actually the first pair that I got from Christian Louboutin. And these are absolutely beautiful. I think these are the 120 heel. And these are the peep toe in the beautiful black satin. And obviously they've got the red. And yes, these are not comfortable. However, I have worn these a lot. These are my most worn designer heels over the period of time since I've got these. Since I got the Manolo Hang Easies, they've become absolutely my number one, and I wear them every single time. But up until that point, these were my go-to, like going out heels. So these have had a lot of wear, and I don't really want to show you the bottom of them. They need sending off now to the cobbler to get sorted. But I have managed in these. So compared to these are just awful. These, uncomfortable, but only part way through the night. At first I sort of do okay with them. So I don't know if it is this particular style. I don't know if it is because it's satin and there's a little bit more comfortable, more give in them. I really don't know. It's not that they rub, the other ones, it's just the angle of your foot. They're just crippling. So yeah, these have been really, really good. Would I call them a huge hit? They're sort of a little bit in between because I love them and I'm so glad I got them. But they are uncomfortable and I can't pretend that they're not. So they've been beautiful. I've really enjoyed them, but they're really uncomfortable. But they're not a full miss. So that's the next one. Let's talk about Jimmy Choo. So these, and I'll put the name on the screen because I don't know the name of these. Oh yeah, they're an absolutely beautiful shoe. And I bought these because for those sort of black tie events or something that's very dressy but you need a less bulky, like a full shoe doesn't work with every outfit, and I didn't have anything that was sort of strappy, like a strappy sandal that I thought would be an elegant evening to go with a, you know, to a black tie dinner, something like that. And I have to say I've worn these twice, I think, and for me they're a complete miss. And I don't know if that's controversial to say that, but I've just found them really uncomfortable. And I can't really put my finger on why, because they're not too high a heel. The crisscross actually holds your foot in. You've got a nice section here, so they're not too strappy where your foot's falling out at all. They've got this section here that holds your foot quite nicely. They feel very padded, they feel very well made. They felt very comfortable in the store when I was trying them on. But yeah, to wear these all night, no, they just weren't comfortable. So I need to sort of persevere with them, I think. Some shoes you do need to persevere, don't you? But yeah, and what I have found is those events that I have been to where I'm wearing something very dressy, the hang easy works. They just do. I don't think you always need a strappy sandal. We sort of think we need something like that in our wardrobe, but yeah, so I'm sorry, they're a miss. So they're edgy biker boot. You've got the chunky look, you've got the beautiful leather, but you've got that just little bit of detail. I'm not a blingy sparkle person at all, but I quite like just that little bit. And you just, even when you're wearing leather trousers or jeans or something, you can just see a little bit of bling popping out from your ankle. Yeah, lots of people have complimented me on these when I've worn them. These were super expensive and I ummed and ahed about whether to get these or not. So I do love them. Are they a complete hit? No. They're not that comfortable. Again, I'm really, really sorry, and it's such a shame. I can wear them for a decent amount of time. They're not uncomfortable immediately, but they're not as comfortable as a shoe, as a boot with this sort of heel should be. To me, this sort of boot you should be able to wear pretty much all day and not have problems. They're really lovely, but they're uncomfortable, and for the price that they are, I sort of have to say they're a miss, because I think these were about the £1,000 mark. And I've got some boots that are not exactly like this, but a similar type of biker boot from Russell and Bromley, and I can virtually run in those. I mean, literally, they're higher than this, and they are just so much more comfortable. So I go to them rather than these, which is such a shame. So for that respect, I've got to be a miss. And the last pair of boots that I'm going to talk about are these. And these are called the Bell 85 boot, I think. I think they're called Bell. And these 100% have been the worst purchase I've ever made in anything. In bags, in shoes, in clothing, in anything that I can even think of. These were a disaster from start to finish. Where do I even start? So in the store, they felt absolutely fine. Otherwise, obviously, I wouldn't have bought them. I did buy these in store in London, in Mayfair, at the Louboutin store. I wore them for the first time a couple of days later, and the heel tips completely broke on both shoes. Both heels were down to you could see the metal pin. So, yeah, I spoke to Louboutin, and anyway, it's a whole other story. Ended up sending them and getting the heel tips. Obviously they give you heel tips when you buy them, some spare ones. Yeah, ended up getting those put on and these made right, and within the same, again, the heels were absolutely wrecked. And for me, they just weren't they weren't fit for purpose. Anyway, it's a whole other story about the fact that I couldn't return them, never got my money back, etc, etc. So I've worn these literally a handful of times. They are the most uncomfortable shoe I've ever had. Within minutes, they are crippling. And for some reason, they are so, in my view, they are so badly made. The heel should not be doing that after a couple of wears. They just shouldn't. I haven't had the same problem with the other pairs of Louboutin shoes that I've had. Now, the cobbler did say that these boots were sort of prone to be less hard wearing, if you like, which is crazy. They are really badly made. The customer service to try and get this sorted was a complete disaster. I will never buy Louboutin shoes again. Yeah, I've learned my lesson after having these being uncomfortable, persevering again, buying another pair of really expensive boots. My advice is don't buy them. Just don't buy them. It may be that I should have, you know, kept them on in the store for longer. I don't know. I really don't know. They seemed okay when I tried them on, but once I was wearing them for any length of time, they're just disastrous. So yeah, I can't even be bothered to go and get these repaired again, because it'll be another however much for me to not wear them. So part of me wants to get them repaired and then sell them, but I don't want anybody else to have them, to be honest. So I think that's just my loss. Have it. Some hits, some misses. I've definitely done better with bags than I have with shoes. I seem to have a lot more regrets and bad luck, or yeah, sort of fails with shoes rather than bags. So yeah, that's where we end the video. So if you haven't seen my other video, which specifically looks at high heels, I'll link that above, and it'll be on the end screen, because I talk about all different types of heels there, so not just ones I've talked about today. So go check that one out. But anyway, that's the end of the video, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on another one.